We are in the Weminuche Wilderness, leaving the Pine River Trailhead. We'll probably going to be 3 nights, probably, but it is going to rain. The forecast, there's a big rain pattern. It rains every day in the mountains in the summertime, but this is an actual rain pattern, so it's just a matter of time before the rain starts. And I don't think it's going to be large amounts of rain, but we are going to see some rain. So that could end up shortening the trip, just saying right now. But we anticipate having a great time. The plan is within this time to see Emerald Lake, leaving from the Pine River Trailhead. Joe and I just finished our lunch. It's still actually only about 10:30 here, but we were hungry, so we finished the lunch. And while our legs are still fresh, we're going to turn, because we're almost right at the turn to go up to Emerald Lake. We're going to go up, and it looks like from the topo, the map, that at about 2 miles there might be a place that flattens off enough and clears out enough. We might be able to camp there for tonight and then finish the rest of the climb tomorrow.
So this is to my right. All around me, guys. Look at those mountains, look at those trees.
So here's the spot I kind of anticipated would be here from just looking at the topographical map. It looked like this whole area spread out, and just from being here several times, I kind of expected it to look just like this. And it's a big open area. There's enough for 100 people to camp here. So we did go almost the exact full 2 more miles. We're going to have a nice place to rest for the night, and then we'll finish the hike up to Emerald Lake tomorrow. Passed a couple hikers on the way up, and we know that it does even get steeper tomorrow, but it's probably only in the 4-mile range from here to get all the way up to the other side of the lake. So yeah, we're in good shape. We can do a lot from where we're at right now. So we're really excited. We'll set up our tent, relax. It's still early in the day. It's only noon. So beautiful, beautiful little, I don't know what you'd call this. It's not really a valley, but almost. Very beautiful place in the Weminuche Wilderness. And we just went from being in really, well, one of us did. The one over there went from being in a really bad mood to now she's in a really good mood. And she's jibber jabbering, talking on her cell phone.
And I just like drink all of our water. I need water.
Here we are. This is the beautiful place we've been looking for. Day 2 of our backpacking trip here. We are 2 miles from Emerald Lake, and once we finish our breakfast and let the sun come up a little bit and warm things up a little more, we'll be on our way up to Emerald Lake and probably then on to Moon Lake. That's our loose plan for the day. It did thunder shower last night about 3 o'clock in the morning. Not a heavy rain, but a lot of noise and a lot of lightning. So things are a bit wet this morning, grass and the trees and things. But nice cool morning. Sun's coming up. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful blue sky day for a while. So we'll see what happens today.
So Dad and I have been on the trail for quite a while. We're not sure how far we've gone yet because Dad's watch just shut off. So I'll let you know how far we've gone. Right here. It's pretty hard. It's worn us out a little bit. But it's a really good hike and there's really good views. And we're still enjoying our vacation in Colorado. So we're gonna take a little bit of a break and then we're gonna keep on walking. It's cold. Oh, that is cold.
we found another beautiful place to stop and camp. It's just into the area which is, you cannot camp at Emerald Lake here, but there's a boundary, and we're just outside that boundary a little ways, and it is absolutely beautiful here. I don't know if we'll get up to Moon Lake or not. It's still 2.5 miles away, and Joe's feet are getting pretty tired. Beautiful place here. All that I expected. This is just an incredible place to be. I'm gonna go C6.
That's a miss. I2.
That's a hit. You sunk my destroyer.
J8.
J8 is a miss.
Okay.
This is our third morning hiking. We are going to try to get up to Moon Lake this morning, which is 2.5 miles from here. And then it will just be turn around and come back down, and everything, basically everything from where we are right now is downhill. So everything back to the car will just be a return path. So however far we make it up to Moon Lake today, then we will start our hike back out to our car. But already this morning, we are soaking wet. This trail goes through a bunch of tight willow trees, or bushes, and they are still soaking wet from the little rain shower we had in the middle of the night last night. So, headed to Moon Lake. Joe and I have made it to our goal, to Moon Lake. We feel pretty good about it. We're going to sit here just for a few minutes, and then we're headed back downhill. We dropped our packs about a half a mile back to make the last little climb a little bit easier. Pick up our packs and head on back towards the car with one more camp in between. So, but we made it to our goal. It was easy, wasn't it, Joe?
No,
No?
that was hard. Don't listen to him when he says it's easy. That was tremendously hard.
It was pretty hard. But we made it. And I think it was worth it. Beautiful place. We made it all the way back to the camp that we stayed at the first night, which is 2 miles down from Emerald Lake. It ended up being over 11 miles, or 11 miles. It ended up being about 11 miles for us today. And we are both really, really tired. And we're going to work on getting ourselves something to eat and probably go right to bed for the evening. It's been a good day. Moon Lake was incredible lake, beautiful place. Glad we did it, but it sure was hard, wasn't it? We are all packed up and headed back to the car. So today's hike will be just a repeat of day one, and but backwards. We'll be going downhill for 2 miles and then basically flat for the rest of the way on the Pine River Trail. So we've had a great time. This has been a great trip. We are ready to go home.
Home sweet home.